Hi, my name is Nimesh Maharjan. I'm the corporate chef for Tuscan Brands. Today we are making a potato gnocchi with some spring vegetables. So to make a gnocchi dough, we're going to use some flour, some eggs, some butter for the sauce. We're going to use some oil, and we're going to use some salt. And then for the vegetables, we're going to use some peppers, some sugar snap peas, some mushrooms, some shallots, and some garlic, and some parsley, and Parmesan cheese. So first step, we're gonna start with salt bake for the potatoes. So we're gonna put about a cup of salt. So you can use this at home, like tin foils, it's better. And then we're gonna put the potatoes. It's a russet potatoes, or you can still say Idaho potatoes. And then we're gonna put at 350 degrees. So preheat your oven at 350 degrees. And we're gonna cook for about 1.5 hours to 1 hour 45 minutes. After 1 hour 45 minutes, we're gonna take the potatoes out. You need a food mill, some bowl. We're gonna take the potatoes and cut it into half and run through the food mill so we can break it. Right? So make sure you have a spoon with you. Take a spoon, break the potatoes. The potatoes will be nice, warm. So make sure you do while it's hot. So when it's cold, normally it's gonna produce a lot of starch. So we're gonna run through the food mill, and then just like making mashed potatoes, we're gonna run through food mill and mash all the potatoes. So here you have about 2.5 potatoes. So we're gonna use 2 whole eggs and 1 egg yolks. Okay. And then you put a little bit of salt. All right. Take your hand and mix the eggs with the potatoes. Right? And after that, we're gonna have some flour. So all-purpose flour. So once the dough is ready, sprinkle some flour on the table where you are making it, and then let it rest over here. A little bit more flour from the top. Let's make the gnocchi dough now. So the dough is a little bit runny right now, as you can see. That's why we're gonna add a little bit more flour just to make sure the dough is a little tighter. That's better. So now we're gonna cut into segments. So 4 down here, right? And then we're gonna roll the dough. Here you go, perfect gnocchi now. Right? And then we're gonna so you can cut this way too. And then I will show you another trick after we can do that. You're gonna take it and then put your fork like upside down, and take your thumb and just roll it down. And then you'll have a beautiful gnocchi here. We're not gonna do a traditional way like by boiling in the water. So we're gonna sear them and get a nice color with that. So you're gonna get slightly like a golden color over here. So now you can see the color on the dough is nice and golden. So we're gonna flip this up and cook the other side. Alright, once we get a nice golden color and then cook in the oil, so we're gonna pour this, all the ingredients, all the gnocchi back in, take a piece of like a paper towel on the plate, and so we can take the oil out, right? And then we're gonna use the same pan and then a little bit oil, right? So we're gonna put some shallots, right, on the same pan, garlic, right. So it's gonna give a nice color. Let's put some salt. Okay. And then we're gonna put some red pepper. Then some sugar snaps. So now we're gonna turn this thing into the sauce, right? So we're gonna add probably like 4 or 5 tablespoons of water. You can add, if you have stock, you can add chicken stock or fish stock, whatever you want to use it. And then I'm gonna add 1 more piece of butter, so about 2 ounces in total. Okay, and then put the heat up a little bit more on the high heat and let it simmer. You don't want to overcook the vegetables, so you just want to have like a perfect quick, like you still want a little bit bite on your vegetables, right? So once this is boiling and the butter is start to melt, right, we're gonna add the rest of the gnocchi into the sauce. So we're gonna add some Parmesan cheese now and put your heat down. So these sugar snaps are for garnish. So you have 2 sides here at the peas. So don't cut on this side, just cut on this side. Just take a little bit tip off and take your knife, small knife, and just core it out. Right? And once you core it out, you're gonna turn off and this will be there. This is done now. So now since the dish is ready, so we're gonna plate it with this beautiful, like a different color of the gnocchi and the vegetables. And a nice garnish of parsley if you wanna impress your guests. Alright, so here is the final dish. It's a potato gnocchi with spring vegetables with some beautiful 24-month-old Parmesan cheese. Thank you Northern Magazine for giving this opportunity. I hope everyone has fun cooking this dish at the home. The recipe will be down below.